Is a love, peace, health, happiness, and prosperity. So I was going through Twitter yesterday and I came across this video and I thought I would share it for this particular channel. I also want to talk about the tariffs that have been placed on China and how that is going to affect the medical system in reference to their services and the medication that some people, especially our loved ones, are on. However, before I get to that, let's go over this because I found this to be very helpful. Now, I am very disappointed with the state of our people. When I say our people, I'm talking about those of you who live here in America. I'm not worried about anyone else outside of this country, and I would hope that after COVID, that a lot of people would start to learn how to cook and start preparing healthier meals. And it seems to be going in the opposite direction. It looks like people are now buying more fast food because it can be delivered through Uber Eats or I don't know what the other delivery services are called. I know one of them is Uber Eats, but I think like you have all these people and all these different companies that can now bring their food to you. In addition to the delivery company of the restaurant. I thought like they were the ones that would just deliver, but now you have other companies that would charge extra fees, which are ridiculous. For example, like if you order a pizza, God forbid, but if you order a pizza from Pizza Hut and that pizza is about, I would have to say, $18. Okay, I'm just spitballing here. I don't know how much pizza costs. I haven't ordered one in a long time. Anyway, so it costs $18 and you would give basically a tip. So I would say $18, a $5 tip. Well, then you order from Uber Eats or somebody else that delivers food. They give you a mandatory. So it's not like you have the option to pay a tip, which I always do when I used to order delivery food many, we're probably talking about a decade ago before I went to Germany. And when they would come, I would always treat them well because I want them to make sure that they remember my home and that I'm the lady that tips well. So they make sure they give me my food like really hot and nice and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I think I got injured and that's the reason why I was ordering food. But now you have that tip included. I do believe it's included. By the way, I am just guessing here. You have the tip included in the price. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. But you also have a service fee. So you have an unnecessary service fee attached to the price of the food item that you purchase. on top of everything else. It costs you way more money to get things delivered to you than you going to get it yourself or you just cooking yourself. But when I looked at this video, I'm not shocked at a lot of these findings, but I don't even think it's going to make a difference. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to just let it play and I may stop every now and then, but I'm going to let it play and just let you look at it. So this is a woman who is basically, now she says, employee spill secrets, part 3. I need to go find part 1 and 2. I need to go find 1 and 2. But, so these are restaurant employees who spill secrets. So yeah, even though I'm doing part 3, let me see if I can find part 1 and 2 for the next video. Okay, here we go.
I work at Wendy's and the chili meat is just old hamburger meat that got dried out and was sitting out for hours. Fazoli's sells Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes, half price. Former Gigi's...
Wait, what was that again? Hold on a second. Fazoli's sells cheesecake... What did she say?
Fazoli's sells cheesecake...
Oh, Fazoli's sells Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes, half the price. Okay. All right.
Factory cheesecakes, half price. Former Gigi's cupcake manager here. They are in fact Pillsbury cupcakes. My NDA is now expired. Outback microwaves their lobster.
Ew! Wait a minute, what else did that say? Wait.
It's now expired.
Wait.
Outback
microwaves the lobster in these nasty bins that they just keep reusing, and your food is sitting under the lamp for a long time. How come she's not reading everything? Oh, cool. I got her Addie here. So I don't know if this is Instagram or this is TikTok. I'll check both of them. But I'll upload another video with part 1 and 2 together.
Microwaves their lobster. The chicken nuggets at McDonald's are fluorescent.
Okay. First of all, do not eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Period. Period. That's it. Like, I don't even know why anyone eat any meat from McDonald's. Not their fish fillet, not their hamburgers, and definitely not those chicken nuggets or the McChicken. I actually went, my first time going viral ever was from a blog I did many years ago. And actually, my blog is the reason why they changed the texture of the McNuggets. Because it was coming out pink, looking like ice cream. And I reported on it. And oh my God, it went uber viral, like worldwide. McDonald's contacted me, their lawyers contacted me, but I knew how to protect myself, so they couldn't sue me. And then it was like, we would like to invite you over to our factory so you can see how they're made. I'm like, can I bring a camera? And it was like, no. I said, well, then why would I come? Like, why would I come? Like, no, thank you. Anyway, because of that, well, I don't eat this stuff anyway, let's be clear. But because of my blog post that went uber viral, like worldwide, McDonald's had changed the texture of their chicken nuggets. So I kind of see how it is like a fluorescent purple frozen. It's not chicken.
Purple frozen. I used to work for an ad agency that did work for Subway, and they could not legally say their food was fresh because it isn't. So really the tagline, eat fresh, is just a suggestion.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know how anybody thinks that. I think the only thing I can say, and I would not eat the bread, I do believe they were sued because there was a, it's not in it anymore, but there was an ingredient that they would use also for, I believe, yoga mats or something like that. I should be having this so I can show it to you all, but they removed it. However, what I was going to say is that they do bake the bread right there. I have seen them do that when I would come in there and get the salads. But nah, they a lot of that stuff is not fresh.
Wendy's Never Frozen Meat is frozen. Don't order anything with orange juice from Jamba. Just don't do it. Mold, bye.
Ew.
Edible Arrangements dips old fruit in chocolate. So
now this right here is shocking. Edible Arrangements dips old fruit in chocolate, so we aren't wasting inventory. Now, this is very concerning because I use edible fruits twice a year to send to some people I care about. Like, but I'm okay because I don't send like it dipped in chocolate. I just send the actual edible fruits. And they love it. These are very great. So this is good to know that to never, ever, ever order the chocolate kind. But I guess I'm still on a health kick when I still send these, and they're very expensive, by the way. They're very expensive. But when I send the edible fruit arrangement to some loved ones, it's to dip it in chocolate is something I just don't want to do because that's just, why put chocolate on fruit? I just like, no, just eat it for your breakfast. But no, we don't put chocolate on fruit over here.
Edible Arrangements dips old fruit in chocolate so you're not wasting inventory. Gas station chicken. If raw chicken went bad in the cooler and it turned green, then we would wash it in vinegar before we fried it for you.
Ew. How does chicken turn green? Then we wash it in vinegar before we fried it for you. Oh my God.
I used to work at Church's Chicken. The chicken is carefully cooked fresh every day and the biscuit batter is made daily. Everything is frozen, obviously, but still better than most places.
Well, I mean, is this supposed to be a slight at Church's Chicken? I think this is a promo for Church's Chicken. Church's Chicken, when I was in college, we used to eat Church's Chicken, but it was so greasy. The biscuits were good. They were greasy too, but I would get a lot of the fried okra. But one thing I just did not like about Church's Chicken, it was like everything was so greasy.
Olive Garden. I know an owner. His words to me were, "I would never feed my family food from Olive Garden." I said, "But you own it." He replied, "I would never."
Yeah, but what does that mean? Like, be specific. I would never be. What does that mean?
I was the prep lead for Chicken Salad Chick, and we never threw away food. They made us change the dates. I will never eat there again.
Ooh.
I got a DM requesting that her name be crossed out. She says Nothing Bundt Cakes does make their cakes fresh, but they freeze them immediately after baking. Meaning that your cake was made fresh, but more than likely you're getting a cake that was made fresh 3 to 6 months ago. Unless you're getting it for an event like Thanksgiving or Mother's Day.
Wow. Okay, so I got her name, so I'm definitely going to go and find part 1 and part 2, and maybe I'll go ahead and upload that for tomorrow. But before I go, I wanted to give you guys a heads up on what's going on. And we still do consultations. We still see new clients. If you're interested, you don't have to depend on the medical society. I know we have been like, how should I say this? We have been silenced to a certain degree because they don't want you to know that alternative medicine, alternative health is still an option. And it's like, it's really bad now. But anyway, let me read this. Hospitals are going to start closing across the country. This is fear-mongering. That's not going to happen as early as next week because we can't get medication. Excuse me. Like, that is so stupid to say. Be careful when you listen to certain people. Someone doing the fear-mongering. Oh my God, the hospitals are going to close down. No, they're not. You think the only thing that hospitals have to offer is medication? You understand that babies are born there, right? You understand that they have surgery. You know, people get shot and then they have the bullets removed. Okay, people fall down the stairs. There's a lot of things happens at a hospital that doesn't include medication. No, don't get me wrong. Medication is a very important thing that happens in the hospital, and it's needed. But for what they do. Okay, let me be specific. For what they do. But it's not going to make a hospital close. And by the way, why are we depending upon another country for the medication? Especially like penicillin. How lazy is America when you have to make medication like penicillin overseas? However, there's natural antibiotics. You all know about that. That's fully available here in America. I think this is just a sign that a lot of people need to start taking control of their own health and stop depending upon the medical institution that can just go away just like that. So let's look at this town hall meeting that happened in Conroe, Texas. And this is a nurse who's sounding the alarm. And I don't want you to be afraid when you hear this. I don't want you all to think like, oh no, the sky is falling, to panic. I just want you to understand that there's always alternatives to the medical institution, to medicine, okay? Pharmaceutical drugs, big pharma. It's always an option. And you should check it out. I think your body will be much happier for it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I work in healthcare, and Hong Kong just announced yesterday that they were completely stopping all postal service to the United States. Who did that? Hong Kong. Hong Kong, okay. And we get 50% of all.
So Hong Kong's postal service to stop shipping goods bound for the U.S. due to bullying acts. 50% of medical supplies. So let me read this at the top. Hong Kong is stopping postal service to the United States, which could include 50% of medical supplies and 91% of medication from China. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, I understand we have loved ones. Maybe some of you who are watching this understand that you are on medication and you need it, right? However, before they even started doing the tariffs, they should have had a backup plan by, hey, you guys can sit up here and play hardball, but we have a factory here that we can basically open up our own supply chain to provide medication and supplies to our own hospitals. Like, why outsource like that?
All of our medical supplies and 91% of our medications from China. So hospitals are going to close. Yeah. What immediate action will you take to stop this? Hospitals are going to be immediately crippled as soon as next week.
So that's by the way, you expect me to believe that this Monday, the hospitals are going to be shut down. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I guess what I want you all to know is that alternative medicine is there. You have naturopaths like myself who are here. And in the event that you just need to, seek alternative medicine, there's plenty of us around here who are still here. Okay, we are still doing our thing, and possibly just think about it. It's possible that this is here. This is happening for you to realize that there's an alternative to big pharma, to the surgeries and the medical institution. Like, there's always an alternative to going the natural route, the holistic route. And it's not for everybody, but if you think it is for you, let us know. Anyway, this is Dr. Akilah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm going to go look at her account, and I'm going to see if I can find what was that thing called? I think it was called, wait a minute, what was it called? It was called, one moment.
The tagline.
What was it called? It was called, okay, here we go. Employees Spill Secrets. So I'm going to see if I can find the Employees Spill Secret Part 1 and 2, and I'll have that up for you as well, okay? All right, you all have a wonderful weekend, because right now it's Saturday. I know you're surprised. Oh, Dr. Akilah has a video today. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. You all have a good one. Peace and blessings.